Shalom, Israel. Hey, before I get started, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Bahashim Akakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us the truth, and much love towards the hopefully elect. We almost home. Yeah. So get used to dealing with distressed spirits. So here we are, man. If you're watching and listening, you know what time it is. It is a bunch of stuff going down right now. You got the Lord cranking up all these storms. Okay. There's just talk and rumors of impending doom, which is more war. All right. Inflation here in Babylon the Great. The price of goods is going up. And of course, man, these wicked spirits are running wild, man. And the spirit was on me, I guess, just to say this, man. One of my homeboys who's still in the world, uh, just every time I talk to this nigga, every time he texting me, it's just bad shit after bad shit after bad shit. And again, man, we gotta remember how this thing is supposed to go, and keep our wits about us, man, because just dealing with them, all right, and their distraught spirit, it could bug you out, man. You know what I mean? The Lord speaks about how the enemy would wear out the saints, man. And I'm telling you, man. Once we get deep into this, which we're at the beginning stages, it looks like, because it's just every time you turn on the news, it's just bad, 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 right? But let me bring out this precept. This is Amos 5:19. So we got to remember this. This is exactly what's coming to these people. We'll start at 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. All right. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. All right. Again, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Yeah. So that's exactly what's coming to these people. All right. It's a parable for just tragedy, if you will, after calamity with no rest. All right, that's what's happening. This is what we've been trying to warn our people from. All right, they didn't understand, all right, the Bible. They didn't understand prophecy. They didn't know how the Lord was supposed to come back. So we're warning, and trying to convey to our people, hey, we have an opportunity, all right, to show this earth who we really are, all right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Unfortunately, for 2/3 of the nation of Israel, as well as the majority of the rest of these heathens, all right, this is what's coming to them, man. Disaster after disaster, and that's exactly what's going on now, man. All right, this thing going down in Mississippi, and Lord know, I pray for the brothers in Mississippi. But remember that big storm that hit Texas. What was it, last year or the year before? Right. Remember what it was said in Matthew the 24th chapter. Those signs of preceding the Lord's second coming, man. All these things, the famines, the earthquakes, the uproars of the people, the wars and the rumors of wars. All right. So we're here at that time, man. All right. If we do truly believe in this, man. But again, these people are going to be bugged out, man. And of course, I'm not only talking about the wicked death spirit, all right, that they're going to have upon them. I'm just people who are, let's say, the Lord provides for us all the way through this, man. Sure, we'll have our test of faith, but that's how the story's supposed to go. But these people won't be provided for like that. So they're going to be looking, to us, all right, to, help them out. And it's going to bug you, especially when the numbers start adding up. We're talking about old, acquaintances, friends, family, all of that. All right. Children, all of it. Your wives, same thing, man. If she don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah upon her, Lord willing, that is your wife. Lord willing, she be good. But again, we just got calamities after calamities after calamities. All right. Let's go to Matthew 10 and 36. All right. And it reads, and a man's foes, well, let's start at 35. This is Yahushua words, by the way, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. All right. So the Lord is telling us again, preceding the second coming, right? And hey, this is what he came to do, all right, is make a division. Okay. Make a division from the righteous and unrighteous and everything in between. All right. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. So we gotta remember that, man, even within our own family, all right, structure, however it may be, these people are not prepared, man. We've been through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Hawashai engaged in this thing on the daily for, since whenever we came into it. Some brothers have been engaged in this on a daily, all right, namely the apostles, for quite some time now, all right. And for the brothers who fall up under, that order, all right, every day engaged in this prophecy. And we get in so deep, man, sometimes it could slip our mind, man, that these people are completely on the other side of the spectrum of this thing, man. They have no idea. Again, we do it so much, we probably think everybody sees at least a fraction of what we're seeing and hearing. But come to find out, hey man, our people are completely lost, man. They have no idea what's coming. Sure, they've heard, but they mocked and they scoffed, right? And they disregarded the warnings of Yahweh Shem Yahushua via the prophets, all right, via Yahushua, all right, and, through the Bible. I just got through watching the news, man. It sounded horrific, man, and every day is just getting worse and worse. I mean, you still got, police brutality going on. It's rampant. The gangs, the young people. All right, then you still got this perverse, weird spirit with with the sodomite spirit. It's just out of control, man. This got to be the end of the world, man. All right, the end of an age, the end of an era. Let's go to Revelations. Revelation. Revelation 19, and we'll start at verse 9. We'll go at 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren. And here's the point, that have the testimony of Yahushua, worship Yahweh. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. Yes, sir. So this is what this is all about, man. All right. The Lord when he came to this earth, all right, and he told us things that were to come. All right. And lo and behold, here we find ourselves in the same lot of simply just telling our people the things to come. All right. Sounds very simple, but our people make it very, very complicated. The water Yahweh Shem Yahushua for humbling us, though, to be able to receive it. But it's what it's about, man. And we're telling our people, hey, man, disaster is coming. Death is coming. Destruction is coming. We don't get to go to the kingdom without it. All right. I mean, this isn't our program, man. We didn't design this. I mean, we didn't decide this is the way it had to go down. Yahweh, all right, by Shem and Hawashah did. What can we do? All right, so again, death and destruction is coming. Lord willing, we're on the right side of this thing, and we be preserved through it. All right, but things are getting real, man, and that MOTB is coming. All right, that mark of the beast. You hear the rumors, all right, of digital currency, doing away with the money, still talking about the money's dirty, all right, and how convenient it is. Now, regardless if a person believes that this is in fact the mark of the beast, you cannot deny that that's where we're headed as a generation with this technology. All right, technology is always advancing, man. We've seen it since the invention of the wheel. I mean, we'll just start there, right? Here in Babylon the Great, how all these, this industrial revolution, and how things got built up throughout time, man. the 40s, 50s, 60s. All right. And here we find ourselves with this technology, which is old when we're talking about Yahweh Bashem and Yahweh Shai, the ancient of days, because ain't nothing new up under the sun. But the technology that we have, now, all right, that the Lord allowed us to have now, you can see it going to the digital currency, bro. All right. Look at all these apps, man. It's not a damn conspiracy theorist. I mean, now again, the prophets are saying, yeah, they implement that device and you can't buy or sell without it. Well, you better bet your bottom dollar that that's what it is, that MOTB. But again, you can't deny that this isn't going to happen. This is just technology advancing. All right. Everybody's primed and ready for it too, for people who do have cell phones, at least, you know what I mean? I know some people claim to be off the grid and all that, and some people live in hella rural areas, and some people do without, minimalist type spirit. But for the majority of the people, man, these cell phones, we had credit cards or debit cards that we use, a lot. So all they're gonna do is just, shrink it down, man. All right, you see it with the, tap to pay. All right, you got the chip, you got the chip, you got the chip. All right, and when them debit cards came in, they put the chip in it, just programming us, priming us. We're ready, man, ripe for the picking for society to break down and then to bring it in. And look at what the Lord's doing, keeping his word, man. Society is breaking down in every possible way. Financially, people is struggling here in Babylon the Great, and people and the people who aren't, they're just a calamity away from feeling it as well. Okay. Again, these spirits are running crazy, especially within the young people, the youth. They're demons, they're monsters. Our daughters are whores. All right. They know nothing but how to twerk. All our people know how to do most of the time, especially talking about the young folks. When that camera get on, the females, again, they twerk. It's like the camera get on and they don't know nothing else, like they go brain dead, and all they know how to do is I just twerk. So, hey, with the guys throwing up gang signs, ain't nothing positive coming out of their mouth. You sit there and name every caliber gun ever. All right, and all the death and destruction that they've caused, they brag about this every time the camera's on. All right, this got to be the end. And let's remember this, and bring out another precept. This is this is Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. You got to remember, man. All right, who's in charge, man? And who created, good and evil. All right, as well as who put the wicked spirit on these on these idiots out here, man. All right, it was Yahweh Bashem and Yahweh Shai that did that. So we got to remember that for our sanity. Because once this thing is live, man, and you see, the masses possessed, essentially. I mean, that's what it is. They got the spirit of the Lord on them on the left hand side. They're here to fulfill prophecy and be those wicked, crazy, uproaring, disobedient, spirits that the Lord spoke on, man. All right. And we got to remember that for our sanity, man, because we got to be stable as much as we can. I'm sure we're going to have our moments. All right. But for the most part, man, we got to keep that faith and keep our wits about us. Isaiah. This is Isaiah 29 and verse 10. Remember this. We'll start at verse 9 actually. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For the Lord have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, he have covered. That's the majority of our people in a nutshell, if you will. the Lord have done this. We got to remember that first and foremost, He put the spirit of deep sleep. They cannot see these things. They are, blind to these things. They are blind to the fact that we are at the end of time, that there's a change coming drastically, and that there's a bunch of bad shit coming. Okay? They can't see it. We got to remember that for our sanity, because we see it crystal clear. The Wadi Hawba Shema Hawashah, but they don't. So when you see them, man, they're going to be, as children out here to us, lost children that knoweth nothing, or everything that they've learned that's not rooted in these scriptures is going to come to naught, right? It's going to fail them. Any, skills, tactics, any type of education that they have, it's all going to be useless, all right, in that day. Seriously, all right? But we just got to remember that, man. And go to Luke, and I'll close it off right there. But it was just on my spirit, man, because every time, and then, our people are good, that gray area, these so-called middle-class Israelites, they good at fronting. They think that themselves to be in a good case right now, or no case. They basically, they're in a place where they still feel like they don't have to come back to the Lord. Whatever they have now, be it good or bad, they think that they don't have to come back to the Lord. So the Lord is finna get ready to, strip it all away, man. And, only this remnant is going to be able to, communicate with that power, man. Everybody else, man, hey, you finna fulfill this prophecy of death, confusion and death, man. All right. Luke 18 and verse 7. And shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, with the Son of Man when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? And only people who's going to be exhibiting that type of faith is this remnant, this predestined remnant, pursuing to Romans 8 and 29, that predestination. All right. But again, the Lord is going to avenge us, man. He's going to avenge, all the blood of the prophets before us, the men and women and children, that have been killed on the right hand side of this thing, man. All right. As well as that remnant that's not going to taste death, man. All right. The scriptures speak on that. Some men, will not taste death. All right. Should not sleep. All right. Make it through all of this. I pray that we all make it through all of it, through experience power, Yahweh, Shema, Hawashai, see these miracles, experience these miracles. All right. The Lord's going to avenge us, man. All right. So just remember that, man. It's getting crazy out here. The news is getting worse and worse every day. On the right hand side, the news is getting better and better. The more, tragedy we see, the more fire being placed, upon this place. That means we're a step closer to going home, man. So all we gotta do is just stay rooted in this, man. And the Lord, not a man that he shall lie. He said he will have us, man. So we gotta hold our power, accountable, like through faith. If you can receive that, not to, what I mean, but like we had to believe in something, and it's gonna get hectic, man. It's gonna get hectic. So we gotta boldly. I mean, man. Call Yahweh Shema Hawashai. Till next time, Shalom.